Hey everybody, welcome, and thanks for carving out the time to be here. Grab a pen, because tonight is about making your customer onboarding run itself. My name is Mikee Shattuck. I run 134 applications as one person with no team of humans behind me. And every new customer I take on gets the same smooth first week, whether or not I'm the one running it. That's because I stopped onboarding people by hand and built agents that do it the same way every time. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to make onboarding a system instead of a scramble. Not a canned, cold experience, but a warm, consistent start that doesn't depend on your memory. Stick with me to the end, because the whole difference is treating onboarding like a ladder, not a to-do list. Let me ask you a few things, and be honest with yourself. Is every new customer's first week a fire drill? Work scattered, steps half remembered, and you scrambling to get them started? Have you ever forgotten a step and started the relationship on the back foot? Does onboarding depend entirely on you having the time and remembering everything? Are you great at the actual work, but chaotic at the handoff? If any of that landed, let me tell you the secret right now, up front. You don't need to work harder on onboarding. You need to build it once, as a ladder your agents climb for every single customer. That's the whole difference, and tonight I'm going to prove it to you. But let me take you back, because onboarding used to be my weak spot. I'd win someone over, close the deal, and feel great about it. Then I'd fumble their first week, because I was doing every step by hand. I'd forget half of what needed to happen, and remember it too late. The sale was smooth, but the start was a mess, and first impressions were quietly leaking out the back door. I told myself I'd get organized, that next time I'd remember everything, but next time I was just as busy and just as forgetful. The problem wasn't that I didn't care, it's that I was relying on my memory. A handoff that depends on your memory isn't a system, it's a gamble. If that's you right now, I'm not lecturing you from a mountaintop, that was me. Then I found the thing that changed everything for someone drowning in messy handoffs. I stopped treating onboarding as a pile of tasks I had to remember. Instead, I started treating it as a ladder that agents climb for every new customer. Here's the difference, and it's simpler than it sounds. I built onboarding as 5 rungs: welcome, collect, set up, deliver, and check in. The moment someone says yes, an agent welcomes them and sets expectations. Then an agent collects everything I need from them in one clean request. Agents handle the behind-the-scenes setup so the customer is ready to go. Then I get them their first real win fast, the thing they signed up for. And a follow-up checks that they're happy and opens the door to more. The day I built that ladder, onboarding stopped depending on me. Every customer started getting the same strong start automatically. I stopped scrambling and started reviewing a system that already worked. Each new customer climbed the same ladder while I focused on the work. And no, the very first version of my ladder wasn't perfect. You don't have to spend months figuring that out. And that's exactly what tonight is about. So, what did building that ladder actually give me? Every customer now gets the same strong, consistent start. Their first week runs whether or not I'm having a good day. Now, I'm not going to promise you a revenue number. What I got wasn't a bigger figure to flash at you. It was first impressions that don't depend on how busy I was that week. And I want to be straight with you about why I say it that way. I'm not going to flash an income screenshot or a made-up monthly number. Promising you a number is both dishonest and illegal. So instead of promising, let me show you the shift that makes this possible, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. For most people, onboarding is manual and improvised, so each customer's experience depends on how busy you happen to be that week. Some get your best, and some get your leftovers. Underneath it is a myth, the myth that a personal touch has to mean a manual touch. That's the old world, where the start depends on you having a good day. Here's the new world. Agents run every rung of onboarding the same way, every single time, and you add the human warmth exactly where it counts. A well-run onboarding isn't cold, it's the most reliable welcome you've ever given. Consistency is the personal touch. Everyone gets your best, not your leftovers. So let me give you the framework I use to make onboarding run itself. I call it the handoff ladder. It's 5 rungs: welcome, collect, set up, deliver, and check in. Welcome. The moment they say yes, an agent greets them and sets expectations, because momentum starts here. Collect. Gather everything you need from them without the back and forth. One clean request. Tracked. Set up. Agents do the behind-the-scenes setup so they're ready to go, with no manual scramble. Deliver. get them their first real win fast, the thing they signed up for, because early value is what makes them stay. Check in, a follow-up to make sure they're happy and to open the door to more. Each rung has to hold before the next, and the same ladder runs for every customer. You climb it once, and your agents climb it forever. Fact. Before I show you what to do first, let me save you from the mistakes that stall people. Mistake 1, a slow or silent welcome. Momentum dies in the gap, so make the welcome the very first rung you automate. Mistake 2, endless back and forth just to collect what you need. One clean, tracked request beats 10 scattered emails, so ask once and ask well. Mistake 3, no early win. If they don't feel value fast, they start doubting the decision, so deliver a first win quickly. So here's the one thing to do instead. Map your onboarding rungs and automate the welcome first. Welcome, collect, set up, deliver, check in, running the same way for every customer. So, now what? Here's your first action, and it's small on purpose. Write down every step a new customer goes through in their first week. That list, in order, is your ladder. Don't automate it yet, just get it out of your head and onto the page. Can't automate a handoff you've never actually written down. Now, if you want a guided path instead of figuring it out alone, I built one. It's a self-paced course, and your self-running onboarding gets built with you. And I stay with you one-on-one until every new customer climbs the same ladder. It's 4 weeks of material built to fit around a full life. Let me show you exactly what's inside and what it costs. So what's this worth? Think about what it's worth to never fumble a first impression again. One botched onboarding can cost you a customer you worked hard to win, and a strong start is what turns a new customer into a loyal one. It took me a long stretch of messy handoffs to figure this out, the slow way. That time is the shortcut you're buying. The whole 4-week course is $597, one time, and it's built to get your first onboarding rung automated in the very first week. For a start so consistent, it becomes the thing your customers remember. Enroll today, and you also get 3 things on top of the course. The first is the onboarding ladder kit, the exact welcome, collect, and check-in templates, so your first rung is built from day one. The second is the prompt and workflow vault, the exact flows for the most common onboarding steps, so you're not starting from a blank page. The third is community and support access, which means your questions get answered while you're building, not 3 weeks later. That last one is the difference between finishing and quitting. Here's how I take the risk off of your shoulders. I'm not going to promise you that you'll get rich. Anyone who promises you that's either lying or about to get sued. Here's what I'll promise. It's 4 weeks of work. Show up and do it. Finish every module, submit your builds, put in the outreach reps I lay out for you. Do that, and within 90 days, you'll have a working AI automation deployed and running, plus the skills to sell it, and 90 days leaves room even around a busy life. And if you've done all of that, and you're still not there, I don't disappear. I get on calls with you one-on-one, and we don't stop until you ship something real and put it in front of people who will pay for it. And if you decide in your first 7 days that this isn't for you, email me and I'll refund every dollar. No forms, no hoops. Keep the templates and the workflows you've already downloaded. They're yours. I can't guarantee your effort, but I can guarantee mine. You do the reps. I stay in your corner. The only way to lose is to not do the work. And if that's you, in the first 7 days, you get every dollar back anyway. So, why tonight instead of someday? Because of that guarantee, I can only take a limited number of people per cohort. The one-on-one promise isn't a marketing line, it's my actual calendar. I physically can't do that for unlimited people. So when the seats are gone, they're gone. And the bonuses I just walked you through are for the people who enroll now, not later. But here's the real reason. Every week you onboard by hand is another week of first impressions left to chance. The best time to make your onboarding run itself was a year ago. The second best is tonight. Now I know exactly what the real hesitation is. It's not the price. It's, I've got a dozen little onboarding steps, and I wouldn't even know which to automate first. So here's one more thing. When you enroll, you get a first week audit. We get on a call, map your customer's first week together, and pick the first rung to automate. You don't have to guess, and you don't have to figure out the tools first. You start with the rung that's costing you the most first impressions, and you feel it lift immediately. Between that and the guarantee, there's no version of this where you're stuck alone. So let me put everything on the table one more time. You get the full 4-week course, built to fit around a busy life. You get the onboarding ladder kit. You get the prompt and workflow vault. You get community and support access while you build. You get your first week audit, live on a call. You get the do the work guarantee, me one-on-one until it works. And you get 7 days, no questions asked, keep the templates to change your mind. All of it for $597, one time. So here's what to do right now. Click the button on this page and grab your seat while the spots last. And I'll see you in week 1. You came here tonight because every new customer's first week lands on your shoulders. You don't need to work more hours. You need a ladder your agents climb. A start so consistent, it becomes the thing your customers remember. It took me a long time to find this path. You don't have to repeat it. Click the button.